everyone. Happy Thursday. I'm just going to post the link to our group so hopefully people can find me because I'm flying solo tonight. So I'm hoping we'll get some people come along and chat to me as we do some crafting together. Our Debbie is poorly this evening. So I'm just going to post on our Twilight Crop and Craft group, hopefully, so people can find us. Wonderful. Great. Hopefully people will be able to find me and join in and hopefully keep me company while I show some new things that have arrived, but also get to do a bit of crafting together. So hopefully everybody is well and hopefully people can find me. Let me just set that up. Fantastic. I hope everybody is well. I know some people tune in and watch the recording back, because that's on our Twilight Crop and Craft group. So yeah, just me on my own tonight, because we're sending get well wishes to Debbie. She's poorly today, so hoping she'll make a full recovery and be back with us soon. Great stuff. So yes, lots of new goodies arrived, so I've got this on a big screen so that people can see what is arrived. The new collection from 49 Market is called Toddler Time. And I've been able to have a good look through so I can show you in detail what's in this collection. So this is the last collection designed by Katie Pertier, and she's gone across to a new brand. So this is her last collection with 49 Market. And as we know, Vicky Bootin is going to be designing for 49 Market. So in April, we're looking forward to seeing what new designs will come out from this wonderful company. So let's talk you through what we've got. It's wonderful. So we're used to the ephemera bits. So this is the pack of ephemera bits, 95 die cut pieces. Let me hold it up because it's always good to see what you get in there. These just are packed with stuff. So even though it's called Toddler Time, I think these are quite versatile. I think they complement with other collections. So the terracotta collection, the teal collection, so a lot of the colour swatch collections. And this one isn't particularly aimed at children. I think I'm zooming in so you can see. You've got words like family time, a milestone, chase your dreams, stay forever young. So you could probably, a bit like the academia collection, you could use this with different collections and kind of complement. So that's that one. Let me move this as we go. So we've got the chipboard assortment. I think it reminds me of this sort of old-fashioned, is it Janet and John books, something like that? It reminds me of. Fantastic. So that was the chipboard assortment. Then we've got our wishing bubbles. Words like big heart, smile, my family, little lady, little man. Those are cute. Then the limited edition project tote. So that comes with the little 49 Market tag and the little 49 Market trinket on the zip. So that's to keep all your bits and pieces together. Hi, Steph. Glad you're with me. I'm flying solo, so keep me company tonight. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a bit of crafting on my own, so I'd like to see how you're all getting on and join in some chat. So then we've got the essential rub-ons and the blendable rub-ons. Here, let me show you here. Oh, hi, Rachel. Oh, I'm glad you're here. Yeah, our Debbie was hoping to be with us, and then today she's just not very well. So we're sending all her vibes to get well. So these are the laser cuts, two different types of laser cuts, the elements and the icons. Quite a lot of flora and fauna in this one, and some animals, quite countryside-y. And then you've obviously got the little the kind of book characters as I see them. Then we've got the washi tape sheets there, and then we've got the solids pack and the collection pack. I like this one. So some of them wouldn't necessarily be my bag. I would do something different with those to sort of layer them up, but this one I'm drawn to. Kind of a wreath. You like this one, Rachel. This is your kind of style. Now, the thing that I do love, this is very exciting. I don't think this is from the Toddler Time collection. This is the 4 seasons of rub-ons from the Vintage Bits collection. So you've got winter stories, fall stories, summer stories, and spring stories. This one's my favourite. Look at that. So you get a double-sided. I just think these Wellington boots, I could just use these. So that's the spring. Winter, love these. And the little word clouds, really versatile. The fall, or the autumn as we call it in the UK, I'm just really drawn to these. And then this one, the kind of seaside, just love those, love all of those. So those are my favorites in what's come so far. And then there'll be more of these landing on the website at the weekend. So these are the new 49er Market and Sizzix collabs. This one is my favourite. So a little packet but full, and I've seen some samples online. So you get the little dies, you get the stamps that are almost like brush strokes, and then you've got the little words to be, and it almost looks like little colour swatches. Then we've got the dies and the stamps of the beautiful thin leaves, and these are funky as well, loving those. And then finally is the binders. So the Foundations Essential Binders. So we've got that in the mint and in the coral. And that is whole 6 by 8 pages, but the outside cover is 8.75 by 9 inches and then 2.5 meters deep. So I think you get a lot of pages in those, and you can buy the refill pages to add more. So love those. And finally, so rub-ons are my favorites out of what's come so far, but I've also got my eyes on these. These are super cute. So Little Birdie do handmade paper flowers. They're a company based in India, I think. Beautiful. They are tiny little paper flowers. Look how cute these are. And they look like they're in little jam jars. So I love how they're packaged. $2.99, you get 60 in there. And we've got a range of colours and more on the way. So if you like little delicate embellishments that you might just want to put at the corner of your photos, or to add a little bit of detail to the layouts, I just love those. Cute packaging, aren't they? Honestly, beautiful little packaging. That's what struck me, is it's like I could just collect these all in little jam jars and have them all together to flick through. So loads of colours. There's 8 different colours on the website, and more are going to be on their way. They're beautiful. I know you love paper flowers, Rachel. I thought of you when these came, but they are just so delicate, tiny little paper flowers. So they are, if you look at the size of my little finger, they are tiny but beautiful. Hi Ali, are you crafting this evening? Ali's with us on YouTube. So I'm going to get to a bit of crafting, because I am going to be working with Crafty Garden. Keep coming back to this. This is some of my stash. I've used some of it already. I've got some of these lovely little pink fresh bits that I might use. And I'm thinking of layering up. So let me show you what I've got so far, because you always help me with ideas in how it comes together. So I've got the little Jenny Wren Cutfile title. And this bundle on the website is the offset titles. So when you cut them out, you get the backing piece, and then you could ink in a colour and you could lay your title over the top. So you get a selection of words that are, and these are just that I cut out on my scan and cut machine. I love these. So you've got smile, shine, and I just cut them all out. I think you get six words. Oh, Ali, you're doing a bit of crafting. Good. You keep me company tonight. Debbie is not very well, so we're sending her get well vibes. So I'm flying solo, so I need some good company to keep me busy. So yeah, I've got those titles to use tonight, and I'm going to use the title together. But this is as far as I got, so I need some inspiration. You always give me some good tips and tricks. And I've got some distressing tools because I think I'm going to rough up the edges. I've got some distress inks and oxides. So I've used the colour swatch. So our 49er Market colour swatch, I always come back to just to remind me what matches with this collection. So the browns that best match are Gathered Twigs, but I've also picked out Brushed Corduroy in an oxide, so we could see what the two different effects of those two give. That one's what I would call a more reddy brown. I think if you look at how it matches, Gathered Twigs is the way forward, which is the brown on the colour swatch. We've got pumice stone, we've got antique linen, we've got scattered straw that matches. So I've got those ready. And then lots of this stash that we might dig into. So let's get going. Is anybody else crafting along? Sometimes it's nice to just kick back, join in the chat and watch along. The other thing that I've been doing, which last week, this is Debbie's inspiration. So I have cut out this amazing cut file that Debbie has designed. So Debbie's designed these cut files going right back to 2020. And so using the Becky Higgins app, I created a folder on my phone called 2024. Then I went through my year's worth of photos and I just picked one photo for each month and I dropped them into the 2024 folder on my phone. And then I've used the Becky Higgins app to just size them at 3" by 2", which will be oversized for this. But what I then can do when I print them out is I will just cut them down to size. So that is my next project. I've got the photos saved. So that I can print at home. That will be 6 photos, but obviously there'll be 12 images on the 6 photo sheets of 6 by 4. So that's how I do it, to print them out in a cost-effective way. And that is going to be my project next week, I think. I didn't quite get round to printing them out in time for tonight. Ah, Steph, you're filling some cut files. That's the kind of thing I like to do. If I'm watching a crafting video or I've got something on the TV, that's when I back cut files, or I do a load of fussy cutting. It's the kind of thing I can do when I'm watching something, because I don't have to concentrate too much. So how's everybody's week been? Have you all been okay and well, hopefully? There seems to be lots of coughs and colds and bugs all doing the rounds at the minute. But I feel like spring is just round the corner, hopefully. So let's get distressing. I've got some of these beautiful laser cuts. Let's lay these here. I picked some of these out. And I might even try and cut some of the butterfly wing out to lay over this photo mat. Let's see how we go. Let's get distressing first. So yeah, hopefully everybody's week is going well. This is when I'm going to make a lot of mess. So I've done a couple of online classes with Janine Marowitz, who owns 49er Market, and she is super talented. Her mini book classes are amazing. And I'm just about to join in another one with their brand new collection. And I don't think the new collection's been announced yet. I think the new collection is announced tomorrow. So we've been able to have a little sneaky peek. I think you will love it. And so I'm fortunate enough to be able to join in with an online class making a mini book. So I learned lots of this from her, because she just says, distress everything. If in doubt, distress it. So she would just say, scuff everything up. And she was talking about what tools she used to distress. So I've got a Tim Holtz distresser. This is one that's a Sticks 2 distresser. These are only £2.10 on the website, so cheap alternative. And also she said she uses a nail file. So if she wants to just reveal the white edges, she gives this all a really good scuff. And then gets that white edge, and of course you get snow everywhere. And then give it a good bit of ink to distress. Oh, Steph, your zip broke on your coat yesterday. But 70% off. Do you know, there are some good sales going on. I went on to, so somebody recommended for my son to go swimming, like a dry robe. And I know some of them are very expensive, aren't they? Some of the branded ones are like really super expensive. But Fat Face had a sale and they were reduced, like they were 60 or 70% off. Great. Absolute bargain. Where was the 70% off, Steph? You know I like recommendations. I did shop a little bit in the Popsy sale, I must admit, just a little bit. Ah, yes. So, Rachel, exciting news about that. We will be stocking the new Katie Pertier collection, and we've had a little sneak peek. It's embargoed. The company she's joining, they're going to Creativation, which is in Frankfurt. So there's a big event next weekend. I think it's a big sort of trade show where all the retailers get together. So Katie Pertier will be there. I think Kate Crane has said she's travelling there. So all the sort of big name crafters will be there. And the company she is joined, Arden Creative, will be exhibiting and showcasing her new collection, which we will get from the 18th of February. And you'll love it. It is stunning. So yes, that is already on order and you will absolutely love it. But what they are doing is doing like the big reveal and the announcement in Frankfurt next weekend at Creativation. So highly likely then that they'll post on social media and you'll get the little sneak peek next weekend, which will be amazing. Yeah, you will love it. And you know, sometimes change is good, isn't it? Fresh ideas. I saw this week also Paige Evans is going to be designing for Pink Fresh Studio. So there's a lot of change, but also American Crafts have just released all the new collections from Vicky Boutin, Paige Evans, Shamil, and Jen Hadfield and Maggie Holmes. So there's like a big release literally just happening with American Crafts, but obviously for Paige Evans and for Vicky Boutin, that will be their last one. So all change, but sometimes fresh ideas, new designs, keeps it interesting for everybody, doesn't it? Oh, it's regatta. Oh, it can be heated. Wow. That's brilliant. I like the two-way zip and the top Parker pockets. Ooh. So you added 2 extra coats too, Steph. That's my kind of shopping. Yes, because also, like, if it's free postage, you're thinking, well, it would really be rude not to, wouldn't it? So you've got to take full advantage. If you're buying one, you know, take advantage and get the free postage. I'm getting my little cutting mat here because I am going again. This is another trick that I learned from Janine Marowitz. She gets a little craft knife and she said all these beautiful patterns are too good not to show. So she would do a little fussy cut with a craft knife all the way around. This is why I love this little knife. This is a Fiskars little knife. Just like this, a little bit more here. Yeah, Steph, if I'm doing online shopping, and I think, well, it's free postage, what other bargains have they got? Got to take full advantage. But I must admit, I think I probably have too many coats. More coats than I need, but, you know, coats for different occasions and all that. I need to sort out, really. Spring coats, summer coats, winter coats, ski coat, denim jacket, bomber jacket, tweed jacket. Every style, every season. Why not? Let's see. Right, so we've cut him out. Now that needs to just... I'm going to go right the way round to tuck the paper under as far as I can. There we go. That's it. Wow, Steph. Oh my gosh, that's how much money was off it. So 3 coats, 150 would have been 490. Well, had to be done. Absolute bargain. Right, there we go. There's our little butterfly that is flying across the page. Now I wonder, is there anything up here? Possibly. I don't want to lose these lovely leaves. Let's see if we can cut some of these out to tuck under. Yeah, love it. That's the joy of online shopping, is you can seek out the bargains and get best value for money. Gotta be done. Okay, let's see if that lifts up like that. Yeah, so that side and that side, there we go. And then I haven't lost any of that. Brilliant stuff. So I'm happy with that first layer. So maybe I should stick that down as we go. Any other top shopping tips? Anybody seen any? I tell you what was some good. Heavenly Feet boots. They are super comfy. Highly recommend those. And they're also glittery. Debbie and I got some to wear to the crop. Purple glitter. Can't go wrong. Let's see if we might have maybe a little bit of, maybe a little film strip. That's nice to layer up. Like so. Why not? Tuck those under. Great. Okay. Now the other thing I thought was maybe rub-ons work quite nicely to add a little bit of extra texture. Could I add, let's see what we've got. Let's get this open. I think I've used some of these. Yes, I have used some. Some of these are quite nice, the neutrals. That one's nice. We could definitely make use of that. Oh, Steph, yes, you clocked. So at the crop, Debbie and I had our photo taken, and we did. We had our new, that was the first time I'd worn mine, and they were super comfortable. So highly recommend those. They've got them in so many colours, and I'd never tried them before, but so comfortable. Let's see where this might show up. Get this stuck down. Ooh. Maybe there. Let's get the photo. So I've got a landscape photo that's going to go about there. And then That might go across the 2 layers maybe. That's what I like about these rub-ons. You can put them over multi-layers and they will just go across the 2 like that to blend them in. I quite like that. And then Rachel, you showed me, I know you're like, don't waste that bit, let's use that little bit. Any little bits that don't come off. I know I was watching you put rub-ons on at the crop and you're like, oh, don't waste that lovely little bit. Got to be used. Quite right. So beautiful. Add a bit of yellow here because I'm going to have some yellow up here. So to balance it out, if I put a rub on that's yellow this side. So easy to use. Does anybody watch Katie Purtier's Instagram? She's always doing art journaling with these little bits. So good. Right, so then we'll have a little film strip, couple here. One. Let's have them there. Wonder if we can tuck these in a bit more. Let's work out where this is going to go there. Great. And then, so I did wonder if this is another pack I've got. This is, so what I love about the 49 and Market collections and the ones that Katie Purtier designs, like Nature Study, Curator's Meadow, Crafty Garden, they all kind of complement. This is Curator's Meadow, which is a really old collection. I got this in the birthday box and it goes perfectly. Oh, hi Nicola. Yeah, you watch her reels. It's amazing. She just does art journaling and then it just looks fantastic. Right, let's just see. I missed that, Rachel. What one are you doing? I missed. I had my head down concentrating and then I didn't see the chat. I missed it. That's the trouble when you're talking to yourself. You lose track of what. Lose track. I got to make sure I keep moving the chat down so I can see what you're saying. No, I haven't got Debbie here to help keep me on track. Right, what do you reckon? Do I scuff this one up a bit? Well, let's try the nail file this time. Just reveal the white edges. Very dusty. Get the old gathered twigs back. So we've got a little while to wait till our next in-person crop because that's not till 22nd of February, I think. So a little while to wait. But our last one, we were full house. We were full. Oh, that's good, Rachel. You're making a journal out of postcards using Katie's ideas. It's amazing. I think she's gone to visit family at the moment. But she tries to do something every day. I always see her little posts of little art journal inspiration. Right, I'm going to put one more yellow. Let's put this piece down the bottom here. Okay. Just adds a little bit of texture. to the background. I know this paper is beautiful anyway, but adds a little bit extra. I think I'll probably put that upside down because it looks like the text is going to be the wrong way round, but that's okay. Okay. So that kind of mirrors some of the text that's up there, just there. Let's see. That's the tag from Curator's Meadow. Yeah, Rachel, I'll have to show us a photograph of when it's done. I just love, and when we were at the crop at the weekend, somebody had a junk journal that they'd made from scratch, and it was just amazing. Really good. And it was just all from like found materials. Beautifully made. So these are the laser cuts. I'm just considering how they get layered on there. I definitely want to buy some more of these. These are the 49 and Market Crafty Garden Wildflower laser cuts, which are fantastic. Okay. Just want to bring up the layers. What do you reckon there? Sort of building it up a little bit. Should have that in my glue press stand. You see I'm making a right mess here. Now I did have that layer as well, but I don't think I'm going to use that. I think that's enough layering as it goes. And then I did have a little ticket to add. A few little bits here. Let's get these little pieces, get the rub ones out of the way. So has anybody got some nice plans for the weekend coming up? I think the weather's been a bit grim, hasn't it? We've had really heavy rain, high winds, bit of flooding to add to the mix. What I might do is trim this and make it wobbly on purpose so it's not a straight line, and then get the old distressing tool . Oh, Steph, you've got a bit of crafting coming up at the weekend. Amazing. Yeah, no, not much time for that for me this weekend. Family things, catching up, but that's okay. That's how it is, isn't it? Sometimes it can get busy. So the other thing that I've seen done, which I like, is making a tiny hole in the layout so that you can make it look as if this is growing out the page, so that it looks like it's actually, otherwise you just get your floating stalks. If you make a hole and just put that in there, that makes it look like it's popping out the page, which is good. Oh, Nicola, you're out on a girly dinner. Oh, and birthday coming up. Lots of celebrations. It's the thing when you have your birthday quite close after Christmas or in the winter months. You're a bit, limited as to, we've got lots of winter birthdays in our family, and straight after Christmas or just before Christmas. It's like, oh, got to try and make the most of it so that those people with those Christmassy winter birthdays need to still feel like special. Right, so map that photo there, and I'll tuck that under this little laser cut, and hopefully still see enough of the tag, and then I shall layer that one under as well. Oh, Nicola, is that your birthday combo? Oh my gosh, you literally don't have, you have it all in one go. Yeah, we've got family birthdays in November, in December, in January, but then my sister and I have summer birthdays, so that's quite nice. Barbecue season. Yeah, Steph, exactly. Someone I know with their children, because they're both like December birthdays, they actually have the party in July, and we've been to celebrate with them in July. I'm like, genius, absolutely, why not? Because they like outdoor celebrations. They're like, yeah. Oh, even your friends' kids are the same, Nicola. It's like, oh, these winter birthdays. Just doesn't seem fair, does it? Right, so final bit now, I reckon. This is coming together. Is where I put this title. I need your help in what looks good. So I was thinking not having the backed piece on this because it would just cover too much of the beautiful decoration. So I'm thinking I might just distress it slightly with a bit of the ink, have that little picket fence so that it sort of sits on the picket fence like that, but it needs to, it's a bit too white, it's a bit too clean. So let's see if we can distress it a bit. Let's make it look a bit more messy. So a little bit of ink, not too much, but hopefully the gathered twig should be enough. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to barbecue weather, but I think we've got a few months to go. Yeah, it's been just, I think the worst combo is the cold and the rain. I think we've had a few days where it's been beautifully crisp and blue skies, and so although it's cold, it's doable. It's when it's torrential rain and bitterly cold, you feel it a bit. So I'm going, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but I'm going darker along the bottom, blending it in. Steph, I'm sure you do a bit of doodling on this. Get a nice brown pen and do a good doodle on there, which always looks fab. Okay. Don't want to bend it too much, quite delicate. That'll do. That'll do us. Okay, so that's the title, and then I reckon it's not going to be far off. Get this back. Oh, I haven't stuck the photo down yet. Let's get that stuck down. There. Okay. Yeah, brown and grey pens would look good. that bit of doodling. The one thing I haven't used on this layout, which is very unusual for me, is foamy dots. Normally, I've got foam dots on everything, but because of all the layers, it's kind of got enough dimension as it is, I felt. So I didn't feel it needed foamy dots this time. Let's glue the daisy down. This is why I just love this little precision glue press, because it doesn't make a mess. It's just for these kind of delicate things, so easy to just apply the glue where you want it without making a complete mess, one-handed. It's amazing. Right, not far off. Let's put that down. There. And then last detail, I was going to get a few of these to dot around. Can't resist these tiny little butterflies. They just got to go here. A little dragonfly here. They just almost blend into the page. There's one more, can't resist. This one's going to have to go in that little gap. I like working in threes. Okay. And then what else have we got? Maybe a couple of little hearts. I'm not going to go blues. I'm not going to bring blues in, but the browns are quite nice. Here, 1, 2, 3. That was quite a nice space. What do you reckon? Not much more needed, I think. The only other thing, one of these little, so you've got so happy or love this, my heart. Put that right there. I reckon, I think I might be done. So I'm not gonna, I might leave that with a little bit of dimension, and there's a bit of dimension there. I think that's me done and dusted. But thank you for keeping me company, everybody. I got through it. I got through it solo, and you've kept me all company. So thank you for joining in the chat, everybody. We send Debbie get well soon wishes, and Debbie and I will be back next week. Take care all. Have a good weekend when it arrives.